Yeah, I think that, yeah, you can even see them painting, like, yo, we just want to do the line of scrimmage. We're not going to try to throw the game in the early game again. Because Millenium read them like a book. They were sitting there waiting. They knew exactly what they were going to do. So I don't think Millenium's going to let themselves get caught off guard like that again.
All right, well, we're having them set up just like you were talking about. And we have Arne going to be watching over towards his red buff here. Surti sitting in that patented bush. He's actually, is he actually going to go wardless? Or he's actually going to check it with the Q. So.
Yeah, the ward's not quite up yet.
And I really want to know how this is going to work in terms of, let's talk about the matchups. You said you haven't seen Draven and Zyra too much, but walk us through your thought process when it comes to this matchup versus this Lucian Annie that you said is so safe and so nice to play.
I honestly would give it to either person. If that Zyra gets flash engaged on, though, she could potentially die instantly. I mean, Annie Lucian can do a pretty good amount of burst damage, but the Draven is the wild card in this whole thing. Draven is probably the highest damage output AD carry in lane, and if they do a misengage on that Zyra, they could die pretty fast.
And one thing you have to keep in mind is when we were casting paiN versus Isurus yesterday, the adoration stacks. We have to mention that because he just spiked out of nowhere so many items because of that one kill he got. It really transitioned him into a very strong mid game. Yeah,
I've seen LCS matches where Draven will get plus 1,500 gold off of one kill. So that's a really nice thing to have on Draven. I really like Draven. He can do long range damage with his ultimate, and he has I really like the disengaging he can do with the stand aside, and he just does an insane amount of damage at all points of the game. So Draven's definitely one of my favorite AD carries to play with.
BRTT, he's damn good at it. I mean, he is so perfect on. We saw Freeze on European LCS. He's the guy to think about when we talk about Draven, as we see a little bit of aggression already break out here on the bottom side. Remember, last time we did see this.
Something to actually I want to point out about this game, this is something I've been noticing happening a lot more, is nobody is pulling for the buy. A lot of teams nowadays are not pulling for their junglers because they want to get into lane as fast as possible, and they want to push that lane up to get that level 2 advantage. And on top of that, they don't want people to know where their jungler started. Usually you see people come down from the blue buff, or they come down a little late, and you can see them, and you're like, oh, well, jungler obviously started blue buff, and it gives you a lot of information. So a lot of teams are doing this nowadays.
Yeah, especially when you mix in the fact that you can't really afford to put in wards deep in the jungle because of how little they last. And a very good point brought out, and actually, I'll start playing my solo queue games a little bit more. I'm going to think about that before I start helping the jungler out. If he says, why aren't you pulling for me? I'll be like, Sync said I don't have to.
There you go, blame it on me.
What a pain. Either way, we do have both junglers. It's going to be between the red buff here, and paiN have been able to shove this lane in here. 12-9 CS lead.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised they were able to push that up so fast. I mean, Zyra actually has a lot of pushing potential. She has a pretty good poke too, so I think they just want to keep the pushed up. He's not even trying to last hit or trim the minions with last hitting. He just wants to auto attack it over and over again and keep this wave pushed up so far so they can poke them.
And they do have that ward down to spot anyone coming in as well, and they realize it's very early in the game. Arne is probably not going to need any help as the Sanaside does get used right there, and it does push Jerry to the side. Gets a little bit of good damage onto him, but Creatin's managing able to return it back to BRTT, so he's forced to pop that health pot. And I'd say I guess paiN kind of didn't come out ahead in that little bit of trade.
Yeah, I gotta say, I really like the aggression that's coming out of him on that.
Well, we do have Venom shoving up top lane as well, so it looks like every lane is just being very aggressive. However, Kami's having a little bit of a tough time middle, though the CS doesn't reflect it. He got knocked down very low, but with the help of his W, he's able to stay very, very healthy.
Yeah, Gragas has so much sustain because of his passive. He regenerates a percentage of his health every time he uses his ability, so it's going to be a little bit hard to burst him out early, and I guess the Syndra felt a little uncomfortable. He didn't want to go for that all-in. So I think he's just going to try to farm this out till 6.
Arne visiting that top side. Venom able to run away from that one scotch-free, but just take a little bit of damage off of that. Does show at least where Arne is, and allows Surti to start roaming around, maybe invade that top side as well, and really go for a fight here. Bottom lane, BRTT down to about half health, still has somewhat of a CS advantage here. And Surti, he's still going towards the top side. He's going to be spotted out by this ward here.
Yeah, Arne actually seems to really favor ganking the top lane early. I think a lot of his goal in a lot of these games is to get Kevin rolling. He wants him to have that edge in that matchup. I wouldn't be surprised to see him revisit that lane again after he clears his jungle.
Right now you do see Surti visiting that yet again. Kevin just gonna stick around. Has that burnout. Is gonna be able to escape bottom lane though. BRTT getting pushed very low as he has to engage. Come out of Millenium. He's dropped down very low now, but doesn't have Barrier anymore. You see Creatin dodge that Q out of Minerva, so he's able to run away, but they force BRTT back after so long. And you see in the middle, Surti actually getting caught here. He's being forced to flash. He goes down, and Kurt picks up the kill, gets a red buff off of that, and that is not a thing you want to see when Kurt has the auto attack range already.
Yeah, that's just that that stun combo that we were talking about. If Bai hits a Ball Breaker or Sentry hits a stun, it's guaranteed that you're going to have follow-up. And that's so much burst damage is going to be coming up. And you just layer that CC, and there's going to be no escape.
We're seeing Kevin boss Venom around a little bit here on the top side. Has a little bit more health than he does, but obviously can sustain quite a bit with that Q. We do see RNA though counter jungling just a little bit. Looks like he might go for that white camp, but he might even go for a dive on this top side, because if you look at Venom's health, he's about half life right now, and I think Kevin's going to be able to hit level 6 right before him. But look, we have pings coming down. They know RNA is there, but they're not going to be able to catch up to him.
Yeah, I think he's going to be able to jump over that wall and get out. Looks like Venom wants to try to catch him here, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Unless he flash stuns him.
Well, we do see RNA actually getting caught towards the top side. I missed out on that one, but paiN does get the kill. They managed to lock him down. I'm not sure exactly how that went down, but either way, they get the kill on a Venom.
Yeah,
and that is definitely going to help their top lane.
I feel like RNA ran in the wrong direction. I thought that he was going to end up running. Yeah, I thought he was going to end up running towards the mid lane. And instead, he ran towards the top lane, and he allowed Renekton to close that distance and just get the free stun on him. So I think that's a pretty big mistake out of RNA there.
We do see a little bit unfortunate, a little bit cocky. I mean, I like that he always is counter jungling, but when the team finally figures it out and able to turn it around, he got punished very well for it. And right now, Kami level 6. He's heading down towards the bottom side. I'm not sure if he's going to be spotted though, unless he goes over this wall. He's not going to be spotted coming in. This could be huge if we do see that grasping roots land. We could see Creedson go down. He's not healthy. He does have barrier. Does a bunch. It does land. The barrel comes out of Gragas. They're going to get the kill. Kami picks that one up. BRTT gets some on turn. He might go down. The impact does. Jerry picks it up. And RNA unfortunately not there in time to be able to back this one up.
I gotta say, that was a pretty nice combo, the grasping roots plus the Gragas combo. And I think because he was rooted, it didn't knock with the Gragas ultimate. So they were able to just layer damage on top of that. But of course, it cost BRTT his life, so not quite sure that that was good for him. And he also didn't get the kill for that, so his adoration stacks not gonna count for that.
A little bit unfortunate right there, but I bet you Kami is very happy, who's been able to really carry his team with that Orianna earlier on, and now this Gragas, and he has that one kill compared to Kerp, who's already able to pick up that one kill onto him, onto Surti a little bit earlier on. And right now we're going to see blue buff picked up here by Kerp. We turn back to lane, and this is where it's going to start to get scary, because Kerp is level 6, Arnea, he's approaching level 6, he's almost there, he's going to be off this blue buff, and you're expecting if he ganks mid lane and focuses down the Gragas, there could be a lot of kills coming in.
Yeah, if you layer that CC from the buy, and you have the guaranteed stun behind it, and then of course you're going to get a free Vault Breaker right behind that too. That's 3 stuns you can layer. I don't think that Gragas is going to make it out of that.
Right now, Kerp able to get that blue buff finally, and Kami has his as well. Taking a look at early CS, we do have a slight advantage for Kerp, but I'm assuming that's what you're going to expect. Arnea, though, he's visiting this bottom lane. He's going for a gank on a BRTC, trying to punish him. And unfortunately, he is able to escape, but Minerva gets stunned up right there, and Creedson layering on the damage. Anything, he does force the flash out of him, he does force him to back away. And that was actually used, or Arnea's ultimate actually was used in that little bit of exchange.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty surprised that he visited the bottom lane. I mean, the wave was sort of pushed up, but not quite that far. So unless everybody hit their abilities perfectly together, I don't think that they're going to be able to get a kill off of that, because the Zyra can use her strangling roots to get a disengage and just make sure nobody follows up the damage. So I really think Arne needs to be focusing presence mid lane and controlling that Gragas.
Jerry, he has hit level 6. As you see paiN instantly back away right now. And all it takes is that one Timber Stun to really open this up, and Millenium's doing a fantastic job. They have been able to build up the CS lead bottom lane because of that dive we saw earlier on towards the top side. I see Surti pick up his own red buff. Arne would be going for his as well. The top lane, though, has been relatively quiet, minus Venom picking up that one kill on Arnea.
Yeah, it looks like a farm off, just because both of the champions decided to offer the Sunfire build, so nobody's really going to do enough damage to kill each other unless somebody really makes a large mistake.
Surti, he knows there's no ward there. He's looking for that gank bottom lane. All it takes is that one grasping roots followed up by the ultimate out of Minerva, but he's not level 6 just yet. He'll be able to get it on this wave. This might be the exact time to make this happen, but Surti gonna walk straight into that ward and gonna back away, and no harm done to either team.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if they're timing Annie's ultimate, because they knew when she used it last, so they have to know that it's not up.
This is going to be very dangerous. You see Millenium, like, they want to go in, they want to get that burst potential going off. Arnea, he's visiting the top side right now, and this could be very dangerous for Venom, because he's overextended a little bit over towards that top side. And actually, he's going to go in for, he will have his ultimate momentarily here. Kevin going to be the first one to go in. They're going to get that Q right onto him. They do get the knockup. They do get the red buff slow as well. Venom going to get actually attacked straight on by Kevin, who pushes him away a little bit. Are they going to get the dive here? Arnea's ultimate still not up just yet. They have him very low under the turret. They're looking for the kill here. Arnea going to get the damage down onto him. Going to be taking up the turret. He's going to back out. Kevin's going to pick that up. Kevin's going to stun up at the turret, but it doesn't matter. He's going to be able to escape. They're going to pick up a nice kill. In the meantime, bottom lane, J-Re getting very low on health. I'm assuming that is actually Minerva using that ultimate, forcing them away, and this might potentially have opened up this dragon.
Maybe, I'm not quite sure about that. Syndra seems to have a pretty good grasp on mid lane, so I'm not sure they're going to go for the risk on that. If Syndra ends up popping somebody while they're trying to take Dragon, it could be really bad for them. And I gotta say, it's a really nice gank top lane that he hit that Vault Breaker. I'm pretty surprised that the Renekton was greedy with his Slice and Dice, though, and he didn't try to get out earlier.
Oh, Jerry gets the sun maneuver. He's getting further left. Creature's going to chase him down here. Will he go escape? No, he gets taken down from the backside. BRTT going straight for Jerry. He's going to get the kill. He's going to get the adoration stacks, but he's going to go down for this, and in fact, gets a double kill over to Cretan.
You know what's so strange about that situation?
What's so
Usually
strange?
you would see that bottom lane, you're like, oh, well, they traded 2 for 1. Like, that's so good for Millenium. But Drayden got 600 and I think 10 gold off of that kill. So they basically come out in almost the same situation, despite the fact that, of course, they're going to get the dragon pressure off of that. But just for gold on those kills, they made the same gold off of it.
Now SRT as well as Kami coming to the side. They're looking for a stealer potential. They could maybe burst it down. Oh, he doesn't actually get it off. They do get the actual lockdown on with RNA. Kami going straight for him. RNA taking away with that ignite. The barrel, unfortunately, not going to land. RNA should be able to escape this, but SRT, unfortunately, not able to land that Q. Millenium going to get away with that dragon.
Yeah, RNA is definitely one of the slipperiest junglers that I've seen.
I feel like there's a joke there somewhere, but
I was gonna go for it. Maybe not today.
Either way, they do get the dragon. They do get the extra gold off of that. They do have that 2,000 lead, 11.5 minutes in here. Cretan, he's now 2-1. And you talk about BRTT and how, you know, a 1 for 2 trade, probably good for Millenium, you'd say. But with extra gold he got, he has a BF sword, he has a BAM scepter, and he has a lot of damage off it. If you compare the gold between the two 80 carries, he's only down about not even 100 gold. Yeah,
and a lot of that gold actually, I think all that gold comes from that dragon that they just picked up. I think they ended up coming out with the same amount of gold on that 2-for-1 exchange, though.
Kevin definitely showing this lane in. He does have almost a Sunfire Cape completed. Venom has been able to finish his, and I really want to see bottom lane's going to go for it engage in anytime soon. Jerry doesn't have Flash Ignite available, but he does have his ultimate. And BRTT has every summer available as well as Cretan. And bottom lane, I mean, we're talking about, you know, Cretan and Jerry, I was mentioning it, that they weren't really shining through. They did it definitely well last game. But paiN's bottom lane, when they do shine, they're able to win games on the back of BRTT. But right now, he's not doing a bad job of it. He's really keeping in there. Yeah, it looks like this lane is like really back and forth. You gotta have to remember, like, both junglers have been down there over and over again. So I think this is a pretty even bottom lane matchup. They look like they're, just if you compare the two players for each side, they look almost identical skill level. Well, we have Snurtsy coming up towards this top side, or at least RNA is. He's gonna be spotted by that ward though. And he's gonna give that blue over to Gragas. In the meantime, Venom playing very safe with that Sunfire Cape done. Apparently I'm wrong about what I was saying right there, but I'm never getting caught in the bottom lane. It looks like he's only getting taken down, but Cretan isn't able to pick up the kill. Now they're trying to BRTT here. The stun not up just yet for Jerry. He doesn't have flash to capture just yet, but he's getting a perfect angle and he dodges the grass heroes. Will he be able to get the stun? He hasn't been able to. No, it just barely misses. And paiN gonna go escape from that, but you see the pressure that Millenium was able to apply with that. Yeah, but Zyra is so good for disengaging. She barely lived. But yeah, just managed to scratch out of that. But I think they might lose their turret off of that. I mean, they got the tippers that can also tank the turret as well. Take like maybe 3 or 4 turret shots. And yeah, they're going to be able to chunk that turret really hard. BRTT, he's sticking around. He does some pretty good damage to Cretan, as you just saw it there. But RNA, he's coming down the bomb side. He was spotted by Ward, but he has his ultimate available. Can he actually land on top of it? Because if he does, BRTT's most likely going to go down. Instead, they back away. Surtees going to be joining the fight down bottom, as well as Kami from the middle lane. Meantime, Kirby's going to be heading up towards the top side. Yeah, I think he's just going to farm race, though. Okay. Yeah, I think Kirk's main goal right now is just to farm as much as possible so he can get to that late game point where I was talking about, where they can just follow up the Vi ultimate and just instantly kill somebody no matter how much health they have. So I think his main goal right now is just to farm like a madman. He's been doing it very well. Oh, they do get the stun onto him. The ultimate comes out of RNA. Do they have the damage to burst him down? He separates him completely. RNA getting very low. He picks up the kill. He's going to escape with his life. Or will he? Actually, Kirk eats the Q out of SRT. He's almost able to turn that fight around completely. And that was that combo that I was talking about earlier in the game. I'm really surprised that RNA didn't go for that a lot more. Because you saw how far up that Gragas was. Like, he was right by his turret. And he still died. It's just so much burst damage coming out of them that if you get caught, you're probably dead. If I'm not mistaken, Kerp had hit level 11 like right before that fight broke out, so he had that extra bit of damage to top it off with. He has that Athenes and Holy Grail done, and he must be selling a little bit of money, 1,300 right now, not the most in the world. Kevin going to be backing away with that 1,700, so he's going to be able to pick up that Sunfire Cape momentarily. Yeah, I think Kerp's just going to try to farm a couple more waves and just get that needlessly large rod. He's probably pretty close to it. And actually, Getting shoved out. Maybe we saw Kevin backing away on the minimap, but he's actually sticking around here. Going to shove another lane or wave in. It looks like maybe deny a little bit more CS for Venom. And Venom's been doing a lot better job this game. The thing was, it wasn't his fault last game. It's not like he was sucking. It was just because of that early pressure that RNA applied. But he's keeping up the CS. He's keeping up tank-wise.
Well, I gotta say it's a lot better matchup in this. And also, they didn't give up 2 kills level 1 either, and all their summoners. And it's really weird that I saw Kurt pick up the home guard sorceress boots. So I think, he just wants to focus all his time on farming. And I thought he would go try to farm his race before he went back and try to get the C large rod. But it seems like he just wants to focus on staying in lane and putting that pressure to make sure that Kami can't roam. Because if she's in there pushing mid over and over again, Kami can't put any roam pressure in and help his lanes out.
And now we see Cersei coming in. The grass range not going to land. The Stranglethorn is going to pop up Jerry. He's going to get caught. BRTT chasing out Creaton. As he had the flash out Jerry, the stun on a BRTT. Millenium trying to run away here. It looks like they have the damage to turn this one in their favor. As we do have Gargaso coming out. Kami gets the kill right on a Jerry. Pops him up. And he does be able to back it off. But here comes Kirk from the side. He gets the stun on Cersei. But the grass roots, it keeps him away from going this one up. He flashes in. He gets the damage on a Minerva. Uses the ulti. He's going to go down. Millenium able to trade 1-for-1 there. But will it be more? He gets knocked to the side. And Kirk is now very low in life as Creaton trying to chase him down. We see RNA coming in from the back. This could be very dangerous. He has the splash. He has the ultimate. This could be very bad. Cersei, pay attention as he's able to turn around. RNA, he was there for this dive. He's keeping him there. He's keeping him sandwiched. And there's going to be at least another kill coming in here, you would assume.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised he didn't go for that right away while his Vault Breaker was up. But
there it is.
I don't think it's going to matter. He just instantly pops that Draven.
And that's
might be able to pick up SRT.
And he's going to go down. Kurt picks that one up. So we're going to see Millenium come out ahead, picking up those 3 kills. And can Kami escape this? He's trying to back away. RNA is going to tank up this turret. I think he knows his life is going to be dead here. He's going to have to keep this one up. Maybe get the kill on RNA. He's so low on life, but he does go down. Creaton picks it up. And that is 4 kills for 1 death.
Yeah, I gotta say, Dragon's coming up as well, so that's gonna be a lot of global gold that's gonna be coming out for them. And I'm pretty sure once they go back and buy, they're gonna go pick up that bottom turret as well. It's a pretty big lead that Millenium's gonna pick up off this, and that's gonna hurt them a lot. Because that's gonna give Kerp that gold that he needs to get that power spike where he can just start insta-killing anybody. You saw how much damage he did there. He hit Zyre with not even the ultimate, just the opening part of his ability.
Right.
Almost instantly killed him with just that. So you can imagine what he's going to do with somebody once he actually gets some real items.
Yeah, with those raids picked up as well, he's going to have that money for the large rod if he does want to go for it here. But let's talk about what paiN can do. I mean, obviously they're not out at all. They're only down about 5,000 gold. What do they need to do here? Do they need to stop getting picked off? Do they need to start winning up a little bit more? I mean, what's their game plan? What should they be doing?
It's just, to be honest, I think it's a little bit of mechanical failure. They're just not getting these nice plays off. They're not getting these kill speeds. Like, you see people running away with like 100 life. Everybody's narrowly making out on both sides, and I think paiN is getting a little unlucky on, they're not quite picking up the kills that they need to get right now.
One thing we do see though, as BRTT picks up the turret on the bottom lane, it's a lot of words out of both teams. I'm going to show you the vision between both of them. Here is paiN Gaming, and you can see they have a lot of control down towards the middle, trying to see everyone rotating through, but look at Millenium. Yeah. Because of Kevin being pushed up so far, he's been able to get a lot of aggressive wards down here. Yeah, that's the difference between the two is you see Millenium's wards are all on the enemy side of the jungle, whereas paiN Gaming's wards are more defensive wards, and they're in their own side of the jungle or they're in the river. The move up going to be stolen away by RNA there. Fortunate for Kami not going to be able to have that one. Cersei going to clear up the camp right there, and Kurt, he has an Easter large rod. He's been able to return to pick that one up. He's still another 300 gold to spin. Honestly, be able to buy anything shiny or pretty with that one, but he's getting to that point that you've been talking about, that when he gets a little bit of AP, a little bit of items, he becomes so deadly. Now RNA, he's looking for a gank top in here. Venom, he's not very healthy either as Kevin though. He does use the ultimate right onto him. Venom being chased away, the ultimate pot, the ignite taken away. He's gonna go down to RNA. Kevin though, he's stuck under the turret, being forced to flash out of it. He's gonna stay alive. Another kill coming in for Millenium.
That is one dead crocodile.
He's a pair of boots now, I think.
You know what I really like about this game is that Kerp decided to bring Cinder back. She was pretty popular in the preseason, and then for some reason, everybody randomly forgot about her. And I think she's still a really powerful pick.
Yeah, I think it was Link, if I'm not mistaken, on CLG, who first brought it into the LCS in North America, and then we saw Bjergsen using it quite a bit over in Europe, and we're seeing the top lane still battle it out here. RNA doesn't want to get this one up. Cersei very low on life. He's going to Iron Will away, but right now, look what Kami's doing. He's heading down towards the bottom side. He's going to get behind him. He has the ultimate available. He actually backs away instead. He lost vision of Kerp, and with the damage he does, if he gets any more kills in him, I think this will become to the point where he can one-shot any squishy or at least Kami. Yeah, once he gets that death cap, it's going to be bad news for that Gragas. I don't think he's going to be able to hold the mid lane against him, because if he gets one stun, he's probably going to just pop Kami. Like, he's just going to die in one little combo. Even with that Athene's Unholy Grail and the Doran's Ring with a little bit extra health, I don't think he's going to be able to survive it. Right now you see the bottom lane Millenium, they have not given up whatsoever. They're keeping this pressure on. They're shoving it in. Creates and taking so much damage. BRTT almost able to pick up that kill himself, but he was pushed away by Jerry, as we see Xerxes even potentially coming to help them out here, but at least they are doing this out. RNA though, he's pushed up towards the blue. He's able to catch out on Venom here. He doesn't really have anyone to back him up just yet, as Kevin is coming in from the side, but so is Kami. He does use the ultimate. He's trying to pretty much back away. They did force the flash out of Venom, and now they're switching straight on to Kami. Uses the ultimate, gets RNA right on the turn. RNA solo alive, the ignite. Will it be enough to take him away? But no, we see Venom actually die in the hands of Kevin. RNA is able to survive as well, but we did not see, unfortunately, BRTT picking up a kill onto Jeremy bottom.
I wish Dravenult was up right now. Oh, never mind. There's going to be the Gragas that's going to pop him.
All right, well, we do see 2 kills at least right there. So 2-for-1 trade for pay. Exactly what they kind of need to get back in this to get a little bit of gold across the board.
RNA has this really aggressive playstyle where he just basically doesn't care about anything. He's just going to be all up in your jungle. He's going to be diving you. But there's some risks that come with that. And he just tried to tower dive right in front of his team. And he paid the price for it.
He's saying Kurt, not afraid of Sortier, though. You see pressure him away, which
that was actually a mistake on Curve's part. He tried to do a flash ultimate, and the way Syndra's ultimate works is it does more damage with the more balls you have out. So he didn't use any abilities before that. So his ultimate didn't do the maximum amount of damage it could have done. So a little bit of a mistake out of Curve on that.
And fortunately for him, he doesn't get the kill, but at least it looks like they will be able to pick up the turret off of that. So in the end, with that happening, he still gets some sort of advantage from it. And look at the CS lead he's been able to build up middle, and with that turret going down, he's going to have that death cap when he backs away.
One thing I do like about Curve is he likes using his ultimates just to pressure people off of objectives. If you saw the last game when they had the fed Gragas, he would ult people. He's like, I don't care if this is going to kill you. I don't care what this does. I'm just going to use this so you get away from the turret. And he doesn't care if he got that Gragas kill or not. He just wants him to get off the turret so they can just take it. And I really like that he does that.
And he saw 3-0-1, and you're talking about his transition, back to mid lane after only a couple of months, going up against some of the best in Europe right now, and he's been doing a fantastic job of really transitioning back into that kind of play in middle. And right now, Millenium, they're not letting the foot off the gas. They're still trying to push every lane. Kevin is still shoving down top lane. Currently has a nice 30 to 40 CS lead over Venom.
Yeah, I'm wondering if paiN's actually going to try to contest this dragon. He picked up the death cap on Curve now, so I think if they catch anybody, it's going to be the end of it.
And my thing is, we're just waiting for that moment, because it's just like a balloon, that pops going to come in. And Curve, he has the death cap done. He's going towards that void stack. He has so much CS. Let's see how much ability power he actually has. Sitting on 361, only 23 minutes in. That is dangerous.
Yeah, that's quite a bit. I think some of the squishier targets are just going to flat out die if he comes near them.
Even the not squishy targets, I mean, Vantage probably will be able to survive just because he has some matrices built, but Xerxes hasn't been able to go for any of that just yet. Maybe one little combo whooping up, but Kurt maybe defending against this 4-man push. In the meantime, you are seeing the rest of Millenium waiting for that dragon to come up in 1 second.
Yeah, it looks like Shyvana's coming down. She knows that the Renekton's busy top and he's having to control that wave, and he's going to be late for this, so I think this is going to be a free dragon unless they can steal it, but I don't think he's going to be there in time.
Kurt gets the stun on Xerxes. Look how low he's getting, and he flashes and gets the stun on Xerxes. He's trying to escape here as the Shugging Thorn separates them completely. Perfectly low place out of Minerva and RNA. He's still committing for this fight. He has the red buff. He's getting the slow, but instead they back away. They're comfortable with just getting Dragon, and no kills will be traded there, but Xerxes got solo on life, or did I speak too soon? They're gonna twist around, they're gonna go back in. They get the hit on the Venom, but the nice Resurrect does hold them back. He gets stunned up yet again. Another slow coming in, and Millenium is just able to poke them down so well. But gotta give credit to Minerva. That string of thorns completely separated Millenium and probably saved a couple of people's lives.
Yeah, I can't believe nobody died from this. And I really like this off Millenium. Instead of going back to base or going to go farm somewhere, they know that a lot of the ultimates are down and then people are chunked out. And they're just going to put pressure on this bottom turret and not give them any breathing room.
Arnea, he is very low on life, being chased down by Xerxes. He needs to be careful not to overextend just a little bit too much because Millenium, they're still stuck together. Look at Kerp, he's coming around from the backside. He could turn us around if he can hit one stun or something. Arnea being forced back. They know that Kerp is there. Will they turn around? Will they go for the fight onto him? They do at least zone him out with the barrel. And Venom being forced to run away here. Does he stun up? Can Kevin do anything about this? You do see the Talisman pop and nothing else able to back him up here. This battle, it's never ending, but there's no kills happening.
Yeah, this is just kind of anticlimactic, I guess. Just like, all right, let's use abilities on each other. Oh, you're low health? Okay, let me get out of this real quick. You're gonna back off now. Truce.
Well, they do all back away. So throughout all of that, no kills coming in, but Millenium able to pick up the dragon off of that, able to secure almost a 10,000 gold lead. And Kerp, he's just back to stealing away anything he possibly can, though that blue buff will be kept over. He's just dragging away as far as possible. He's like, no, you cannot get this. This is mine. Even if you throw it up there, can you actually pick it up? No, it's going to be all the way back. I'm going to watch that blue buff waddle back to that spot.
The marathon runner. That's one of my favorite things about Syndra is you can just start trolling people and just running off with their blue buff.
That was a funny waddle too, that blue buff. But either way, they're gonna be able to give that over to Kami, I would assume. Unless that plant does steal it away. Nope, he is able to pick it up. And Kirk's still sitting towards his top side. He's pulling 3 members of paiN up there. And
yeah, they can definitely dive him, but I think he's going to back off in time. And Kami actually has a lot of AD now. He has his Def Cap completed and the advance.
And that is a dead Minerva. All it takes is that one stun, and Kevin has a lot of damage with that Blade of the Rune King finished. So has a Sunfire Cape and a Negatron Cloak, and RNA, he's waiting for something here. He has ultimate available. He's going to see Kami. Will they commit in for this? He does have the ultimate. He's going to use it here, but doesn't have the backup. No, he's actually being forced to run away. He doesn't have anyone there to help him, and I'm not sure if that's miscommunication or what, but BRTT stops the Q, stops the ball breaker. They're going all in for him, but he's able to bust the ball. BRTT picks up the kill with the ultimate, and they get one nice trade right there, not to mention the adoration stacks, but now Kevin coming in from the backside, Cretan coming as well. They're using everything they possibly can to escape this one. Certainly, is he going to kick them back? Is he going to use this to run away? And right now, Ben is still going over to Kevin. He's looking for the kill. Will he be able to pick it up? He flashes in for it. It looks like he's not going to be able to pick it up. Jayri gets this on onto him, and they're still trying to pick up this kill as Ben is chasing Jayri down. He is not giving up whatsoever. Will he be able to stop? Yes, he does. Is he going to get the damage? Looks like he's going to get the kill here, and they're going to pick up 2 off of that. And look how low Millenium is across the board. Creaton's blinking red, Kevin's blinking red, and Ben, he's so hard to push out. He's so damn tanky.
Yeah, I gotta say, I have no idea what RNA was doing there. He had nobody there to follow him up. I mean, he's pretty fed, and he's been getting pickoffs on a lot of people, but there's no way that he has enough damage to kill that Gragas into the turret. So, huge mistake out of him, and that's gonna not really put paiN back in the game. It's gonna give him a little bit of breathing room.
I think it also helps the morale of the team, where they just seem to not be able to do anything for the majority of this game. But 8-13 is not looking too grim. They have cut the gold lead to under 10,000 right now. And we should walk through the items that we see coming in here, because we have the Death Cap, we have the Void Staff done for Curb, we have that Blade of the Rune King Sunfire Cape and the Spectral Cloud now done for Kevin. And look at those AD carries. Yeah,
I really like the Shyvana build with the Blade of the Rune King, because not only can he scrap out the Renekton very well, but he's going to have another slow that he can use in the Draven if he wants to dive in on him. So between the Vi and the Shyvana that are going to be flying at you, plus the Annie running out with the Shurelya's, I don't think you're going to be getting out of that. So really good pickup on him. And Vi is actually going for that Brutalizer and the full tank build. I think he just wants to itemize completely against that Draven and that Renekton. I think he needs to get a little bit of magic in this though. I mean, that Gragas is kind of fed now. He has a Death Cap things. He's almost up to his Void Staff now as well. So I think he might want to pick up Negatron Cloak after he finishes his Randuins. And I'm pretty surprised that Kurt and Kami are so close to gold right now, though. They have very similar items at this point in the game, even though Kurt's been getting so many good roam plays off so much global gold.
Right now, see the NA stun come in on the paiN. They're going to dive straight into this. Strike Authorities knocks up almost every single member of Millenium. Creaton very low by that Gragas ultimate. Certainly goes shredded and gets knocked down. Kevin trying to survive as he's trying to run away here. I didn't see actually the Zyra ultimate go off, or the Zyra passive, but they pick up 2 very quick kills. And they just completely caught them off guard because of the vision control that Millenium has.
Yeah, I really like that they're vision controlling Baron at this point in the game. They have very good catch potential, and what I want to see from them is they need to go right back to Baron. They need to get that bottom wave pushed out with the Lucian, and then once all these waves are pushed out, it would be so good to see them just go right back to Baron and vision control like that again. Because they can just keep rinsing and repeating this and picking off these free kills over and over again. Yeah, just really hope that they don't go back to farming the lanes, and they need to control this Baron.
And one thing I kind of want to talk about is BRTT. You know, he had a very tough time in lane. He's 3-3-1 now, but he was able to fight back. And I want to say, because the adoration, look at the two 80 carries total gold. They're pretty much dead even right now. And with the extra spike of gold he got, he has 3 major items completed. He's actually ahead of Creaton in terms of that.
Yeah, I think the adoration stacks made up for all the global gold that they ended up losing out on. They're going to be pretty close in items, so be pumping out pretty similar amount of damage though.
Certi, oh no, you're getting caught again. There's the kill coming in for Jayri. That was almost too easy for Millenium, and it goes back to that vision control. There's only 1 super lens for paiN, but they're just still not even able to get all the wards down that they're looking for. And you see Millenium, they invested into 3 of those trinkets, trying to clear out everything they possibly can. And you see the rest of paiN trying to come in through the side. Baron is not even being done there, baiting it out. And this is very dangerous. Jayri, I'm not sure, is he actually spotted? No, now he's actually spotted over for paiN game. They're gonna start shoving middle here instead. They're gonna get Baron up. And are they going to get any turrets off of this?
I'm actually pretty surprised they didn't try to fight for that. I mean, I know their jungler's down, it's a 4v5, and they don't have too much vision, but I think they have a general idea that they're sitting in that pit. I mean, they saw the Annie, they have the ward in there. It's not like they're all just going to jump over the wall randomly, so kind of surprised they just gave up that Baron that easily.
And then they pushed middle and didn't accomplish anything off it either.
Yeah, but I'm really happy with how Millenium played that. they pushed out that bottom wave, they had all the waves pushed, and then they just rinsed and repeated on that vision control and getting those catches. And you can basically morally defeat your enemy by getting kills on them to where they'll just give it the Baron like they just did.
The thing is, Millenium's been doing that all tournament long. You know, Kerfus will see on LeBlanc when they do that to burst one down instantly, but they love using, I'll just show you this position. I mean, either here or here, they've been just sitting and really creating some opportunities, and it's unfortunate, but right now, paiN, they're struggling for a response. Down 8 to 16 kills, 30 minutes in, and they're down 14,000 gold.
Yeah, and I gotta say, that's one of the things that I've really noticed that separates a lot of the teams in this tournament is the objective control. And Millenium, of course, they're an LCS team. They play against other high-level teams that have a really good grasp of objective control. And if you can't control objectives like Baron and jungle and buffs, you're gonna lose the game. And it just seems like paiN and some of the other teams just don't really have a full grasp of that yet.
Right now, you're seeing Kami forced to flash away, not wanting to get stunned up right there, or he definitely would have been dead. But he is pretty much almost tied up in items compared to Kurt. He doesn't have that extra use of large rod, but he still has quite a bit of up to his attacks. You see the Random Omen finished up for RNA. We see RNA actually runs straight in here into the backside onto Minerva, forces him away from the turret. It looks like that turret finally will go down. We see Kevin in the backside, look for engage. The stun comes out on 2 people. He also comes out of Annie and stuns him up. Bennett's gonna go down. That's 2 quick kills. Mirror TT goes down as well. And we're gonna see Minerva escape here, but this rest of Millenium with that Baron buff, they're gonna get an inhibitor turret and an inhibitor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter what target you go on. That Renekton just died in collateral damage from all the bursts that they have at this point. And you have so many people flying at this Draven, the Zyra ultimate's not going to be enough to disengage this. It's just too much damage coming at him.
Very true, and the thing was that Shinglethor, I mean, he's been using them very well, placed them in perfect positions, but it's just kind of not enough in Millenium. Are they going to go for the finish here? Are they going to go for the perfect 2-0 in the Grand Finals introduction match with Sao Paulo? And they just burst out, completely caught me. They're going to go for the next turn. The first one's going to fall here. They're going to go for the second one. Only Minerva and Certainty are the only ones to really hold them back. The second one does fall. They're going to go for the next turn here. Millenium coming into this, not dropping one single map the entire tournament, are going to close this out in the Grand Finals.